Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I'm going to be taking you through the tutorial today on how to use the Remository component within Joomla 1.5. And this tutorial is brought to you by Lynx Technology Development. You can find out more about them at lynxtdc.com, lynxtdc.com. I am going to go ahead and go to the administrator portion of my Joomla 1.5 site. Now, I'm currently logged in. For the sake of argument, I'm going to log out. And normally you'll come and see the Joomla administration site like this. You just put in your username and your password, and then click on your login button. If you need a minute to do that, go ahead and take it. Just put me on pause, and I'll be here when you come back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and log in now. And I'm going to, from the top menu, choose Components, Remository, and go to Manage Groups. I have a group already called Daily Readers. I'm going to add a new group called Super Admins. Choose the people that I want to be in that group by clicking the box to the left of their names. And click Save. So at that point, I'm finished adding my groups. I'm going to go back to my control panel. And go to Manage My Containers. I want to see whatever containers I happen to have. Let's see, I have Joomla Guides, Installation, and Components. I'm going to add one more container, and I'm going to call it Plugins. It's not a parent because it goes under Joomla Guides. I'm going to make it Published. I'm not going to bother setting the access controls because all of the Joomla Guides have the same access control as the parent container of Joomla Guides. So I'm just going to go ahead and save my container. And then open up my parent container Joomla guide and set them all from there. I want visitors and registered users and super admins and daily readers to be able to download. I only want super admins and daily readers to be able to upload. Editing again by daily readers and super admins, and approval comes only from super admins. And descendant containers to inherit, I'm going to click Yes. And it's going to put all these changes that I just made onto every container that is a child container within Joomla Guides. So I'm going to click Save Container. And I'm going to choose Show Descendants. Let's go ahead and edit Joomla Guides so that you can see that all my changes took place. You see there? And whenever you're selecting more than one inside of option inside of this box here, if you hold your Shift key down on your keyboard and then simply point and click to the ones that you want, it'll select them for you. If they're all in a line, or your Control, if you're maybe choosing like every other one, you want to hold your Control key down for that. So I'm finished in here, so I'm going to cancel out of there. I didn't make any changes, so I don't need to really save them. I'm going to go back to my control panel within my repository and manage my files. Now I have two files. One's general Joomla stuff and one's repository users. I'm going to go ahead and add another file, put it into the plugins. I'm going to call it Plugins Overview. Choose my file. I wanted to give it a license. So by downloading, I agree not to alter this file in any way. I'm free to distribute the file in its original format. So that's all the things I want to do there. Oh, you know what? I do want to let people know that it's a PDF. So let me go ahead and associate an icon with that. And then click Save File. Alright, so now I've created a group. I've added people to my groups. I have created my containers. I have added a file. I'm going to go ahead and take a look again at Manage My Files and see them all here. This one, Joomla General Stuff, does not seem to be in a parent folder, so let's see what it's in. Oh, it's in the guides. That's good. That's good. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at my public site and see where my files are. Now, Remository by default will add a link to your main menu item, or to your main menu when you install it. This is the default installation. Now, because I did not put general Joomla stuff into a folder, I only put it into that main folder, that top level folder that we have. That's why it shows up down here. But in components, I have one file that I can see. And in plugins, I have one file there. So if I go ahead and click on those, and I choose the file that I want, and I have my notice that I have to agree to, because otherwise that download button does not work. And then that download button will work. It pops up. There it is. And it gives me the information that I've agreed to again. And just for the sake of demonstration, let's look at one that does not have terms, conditions, a license, or any of that. Now, I don't necessarily want people seeing Remository in my main menu when they come to my website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into my production site, into the administrator area, go to Menus, Main Menus, and click on where it says Remository for my menu item. I'm just going to change that to say Downloads. I like that better. I'm going to take out my alias, just so everything stays nice and clean, and click Save. Refresh my public site, and now it says Download. If you have any other questions, please feel free to contact us here at lynxtdc.com.